Every freaking time I record, I just wonder to myself, what am I doing with myself? To have this shitty fucking quality of camera? Like, we get it, dude. I own a fucking Samsung. But get it together. Welcome back to the Seven Smushed Eggy channel. Today I'm doing a Nintendo console review. I know, not a band review for once. Believe it or not, I like other things. I will go back to band ones probably. No, actually, definitely. I have a lot of bands I need to review. I also got this bad boy and listened to it. So, get prepared for that video. It's an SS. But yeah, so today we're going to be going over Nintendo consoles because I'm a bit of a gamer. Okay, oh fuck. So what I'm going to be using to rank these consoles is if they had good games, if they like looked appealing, if the battery life was good / storage space, and the practicality of it. So we're going to go ahead and start with the home consoles, which I've written down here in blue. And let's get this thing rolling. Actually, scratch that. Instead of practicality, I'm gonna trade that in for durability. Like, is it a long-lasting console, or does it break every 2 seconds? Looking at someone over there. Okay, so the first thing on my list is a color TV game released in 1977, according to the wiki. Classic. Never played it, so I'm gonna give it a C because I don't know anything about it, but C stands for classic, so there you go. Okay, next is the NES, aka the Nintendo Entertainment System, released in 1983. I've never owned one of these personally, but I have played a few of the classic games, obviously. Look wise, it's ugly. I'm sorry. It's ugly. The controller, it's very simple, but kind of in like a negative way. Like, I don't feel like I have, maybe it's because I'm spoiled with, more recent game consoles that I feel like I have a lot more freedom to actually like move and breathe in a game, but that controller is wacky. The games, however, are really good. A lot of the classics. I mean, I've really only played like Super Mario Bros. On it, but I like. But that clearly qualifies me to be an expert on the NES. So, durability, I've never really heard of people having problems with it. Like, it seems to be long lasting as long as you take care of it, but that's just from what I've seen. I don't really know if it actually is. But so overall, and battery life doesn't really apply to this because it's a fucking home console. It doesn't really apply to a lot of these so far, but it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna give the NES a B because I respect the roots, but you're not gonna catch me just getting an NES and like playing all the games because yikes. Then obviously the Super Nintendo Entertainment System came out after, shocker. This one looks a lot better. It looks a little goofy, but I mean, I kind of like that about it. I'm just gonna also give this one a B. I know I'm not really gonna be talking a lot about these first three because like I don't give a fuck about those. Let's get on to the Nintendo 64. Something that I actually have more knowledge about. Look wise, this thing is Goofatron 9000. Like, look at that controller. And that's why I love it. It's awesome. I mean, it's not really comfortable to play with, and also, like, I would say durability wise, it's not so great because the cartridges get fucked up all the time. But so I'm gonna have to rank it a little bit lower on durability because it's a pain in the ass to take care of, but The Nintendo 64 has really fun games. My favorite one is Diddy Kong Racing. That game gets slept on all the time, and it's actually better than Mario Kart. Like, I'm sorry, but it is. Mario Kart on Nintendo 64 fucking sucks. Like, oh my god. But anyways, the games are really good. They're also nightmare fuel. Like, the graphics are terrifying and give me like creepypasta vibes. But I mean, that's just part of the charm. I mean, classic games, and that's where like a lot of really fun series came from. And it just has so much charm and personality like coming from it. So I really like the games. Um, what else would I even say about it? Well, I'm gonna give it an A. I forgot what I was basing it off of. A GameCube S, like, obviously. I mean, my only problem with the GameCube is the storage space is fucking awful. Like, I've never really been someone who's had like a lot of games per system, but I somehow still managed to run out of storage space like multiple times on my GameCube. So I would say storage wise it fucking sucks. Like, you physically need to buy those little storage cards to even like have an enjoyable experience with the GameCube, in my opinion. But everything else, I really like the goofy ass cube lunchbox design. The controller is like my favorite controller of all time. I use it in Wii games and Switch games alike because I mean it's just superior to those consoles. And the games are one of my favorites. I love Mario Sunshine, Animal Crossing. I really like the Mario parties too. Mario Kart, even though I suck at it. It's also got Ice Age The Meltdown where you can play as a squirrel, so that's like an automatic dub in my book. And Super Smash Bros, the best Super Smash Bros of all time. Cinematic masterpiece. And Peach looks hot as fuck in that one, so. And it's also very durable. Like, that thing has lasted for 20 years and she's working just as she had before. Like, you like literally have to try to break your GameCube. It's almost a perfect console. Gonna have to give it an S. The numbers don't lie, it says S right there. The Nintendo Wii. I have a lot of memories with this one. The controllers I do not like. The fucking nunchuck shit, bro. How did we honestly just sit there and just use that shit? Like, the fucking Wii wheel for Mario Kart. Oh my god. The motion controls in every goddamn game for no reason that make you look like you're jacking off. Thank you, Nintendo. Oh shit, they might actually hate me for saying that. My bad. I didn't mean it. But design wise, it's kind of like it's too clean. It's just like this weird tower. It kind of starts to look like it's losing its Nintendo-esque charm. It's not very goofy. It looks like more like any other home console you would see. So design-wise, giving it a doo-doo. However, the games are very good on this console. Like, Mario Galaxy, both of them are awesome. Mario Kart Wii is literally my favorite Mario Kart. City Folk is honestly really cute too. I really do like City Folk. And like literally any Mario game on that is pretty freaking fun to me. And I don't care what people say, but Mario Party 8 was a lot of fun for me. So fuck you, Mario Party 8 haters. That game is fun. I also like Wii Sports. Who the hell doesn't like Wii Sports? It's kind of an L because I took a bite out of it once when I was mad as a kid, but when I did have it, it was very fun. It's also very durable. Like, my girlfriend put a like wipe in the disc thing and it ate it up and it still works today and it's lasted for over a decade just fine. It does scream sometimes, which is scary, so I'm gonna have to give it an A. The Wii U. Only 3 people in the United States own a Wii U, and I'm not one of them. I always felt like this console was kind of like pointless and obsolete, especially now that the Switch has come out, and a lot, I think like if not all, fucking Wii U games got moved to the Switch. So even though it does have a lot of good games. It's kind of obsolete now because it got moved to another console, which is arguably more successful. I mean, it's not even an argument, it's just a fact. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a C. Like, I don't see myself willingly buying this console, and I don't like the whole touchpad thing. I don't know. I don't like the Wii U that much. I'm sorry. Let's start off with the positives for the Nintendo Switch. It makes the games look really nice. Like, Animal Crossing New Horizons is a beautiful game, like aesthetic wise. A lot of the games on the Switch are actually very pretty, even Breath of the Wild, and I'm not really someone who plays Zelda, but it does look really nice. Even Pokemon Arceus, which I've seen a lot of people complain about graphically, but I think it looks pretty nice. So that's probably my biggest compliment to the Switch in that regard. And design wise, I kind of dig with it because it gives you kind of like a nostalgic, like handheld vibe to it while also being a console. It's like, or a home console. So I do like the design. Those are the only nice things I have to say about it though, because in my opinion, the Switch is the worst console that Nintendo has ever made. Like, I would literally rather play a color TV game. And I don't even know what the fuck that is. Like, this console pisses me off. Not only is every game like $60 for the most minimum ass shit ever, like, I feel like I'm paying $60 to finish a game in like 5 hours. Like, what am I paying for? Like, I know they're trying to compete, but and the games aren't even good. The thing is, they suck. A lot of the mainline Nintendo games have become so mid. Animal Crossing got completely ruined for me, which was such a bummer because I was so excited to finally get a new Animal Crossing game. I literally stopped playing for years because I'm like, am I just getting old? I would try the new Mario games like Odyssey or 3D World, which I know is a Wii U game technically, or like the new Mario Kart, which is also a Wii U game, or Pokemon. And then I'm just sitting here and I'm just not getting the same enjoyment that I used to get. And I just thought maybe it's just me. Like, I'm 22 now, so maybe I'm just not into like Nintendo kids games anymore. But then I get on my 3DS like a week ago and I start playing some games. I start playing Animal Crossing New Leaf and Pokemon Sun, and I know, controversial opinion, I like that game. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting too old for these games. The games now just fucking suck. They're just like noticeably bad. There's a difference between DS games of the same series and the fucking this one. And yeah, good for Switch. It has a lot of third-party support, but I don't care because I can just go on Steam on my computer and do that. Like, I don't buy a Nintendo console to do third-party stuff. Like, I'm sure most people don't, you know? So I'm focusing on the Nintendo games. And even if there are good Nintendo games, it's kind of hard to like decide if you want to spend fucking $60 to even risk it, you know? Because you're not going to get that money back and it's kind of a steep investment. And durability wise, it's fucking awful. 1 year into me having a Switch, I've had horrible Joy-Con drift. I've had to get like pro controllers just to like exist. Like it's like the Joy-Cons are horrendous. Storage space, I had like 3 games and I had to buy a fucking SD card because I ran out of space already. Like, are you kidding me? And it takes like sometimes hours to unarchive a game. Like, and the battery life is embarrassing. I was playing on my 3DS for like 3 hours today and only one bar went down. But meanwhile, if I play on my Switch for 2 hours, it's already about to die. And it just has no excuse to be this bad when it's a newer console. It just feels like Nintendo was so fucking lazy with this one. And it's just like, I don't really know if I'm gonna be playing on it that much. I only have games because of like friends or because I'm just really bored and want something to do. But I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to give Switch a D. The only reason why I'm not giving it an F is because I still buy stuff for it, unfortunately, and I'm ashamed to say that. But it's like it's just so money hungry. And then the amount of DLC you have to buy and the updates, like it's yucky ducky, bro. Fuck the Switch. Okay, my phone's about to die, so we're gonna speed run the handhelds. I've never had any Game Boy. I've never had any Game Boy, so I'm gonna have to give it a C, bro, because I never had a Game Boy. It looks kind of crusty. I'm sorry. The DS, the DSi, the 3DS, the 2DS, I'm all lumping it into the same category. SS, this is my favorite console of all time. The most fun games. It's super durable. The battery life is like amazing, especially for a tiny little motherfucker, bro. Obviously, I think as the iterations go on, they improve on themselves. Although I do miss Picto Chat, but that's okay, whatever. I am a huge fan of the 3DS, and I'm really excited to be playing on it again. That one's just literally the best. Like, I'm sorry. You can fight me about it. The Switch Lite, I'm still gonna give it a no. Actually, it has improved because you can't get shit like Joy-Con drift, obviously. So I guess I will give the Switch a D plus. Just to be friendly like that. I think if you're gonna go ahead and waste your money on a Switch, you might as well just get the handheld version because you'll have less problems and you don't have to waste money on new controllers. So, still a certified Switch hater. The Game & Watch series, you got me fucked up. Never played it. Never will. Game & Watch is like overrated, bro. He's creepy, dude. He gives me nightmares. Like, he's getting a D. No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna get a C. If I've never played you, you get a C because I can't judge you. And also the Virtual Boy, a C too, because who the hell actually owned that thing? Like, got me fucked up. And if y'all are expecting a detailed video per console, like, I'm not Scott the Woz. Like, what are you expecting? And yeah, those are my rankings. My phone is at 3%, so I've gotta go. But bye.